CT-50 is a powerful concentrated cleaner we use for cleaning concrete, tile and grout. Actually, CT stands for crystal technology. It comes in a crystal or a powder concentrate that you dilute with warm water for the best results, and then use it to clean the concrete or tile and grout surface. It's highly effective in lifting heavy dirt stains. It's got an organic solvent in there that breaks down grease, degreaser, and then it's got enzymes in it that help to break down organic matter. So it's got like a 1, 2, 3 punch that provides a very effective cleaner for concrete and tile and grout surfaces. So our CT-50 was developed initially for commercial and industrial use. It's a powerful cleaner, very strong, and will lift heavy-duty dirt in restaurant applications, in tile and grout, commercial tile and grout, in restrooms, public restrooms. It's also used cleaning parking decks. Heavy-duty oil contamination out of parking decks. But it's actually a very easy to use cleaner. It comes in a powder form that you dilute with warm water to create a cleaning solution. And because it's so easy to use, we make it available for consumer use as well. You can use it at home. It's safe to use. It's biodegradable, and has a very pleasant smell to it. So it's available now both for commercial and for consumer and DIY users. Typical situations where you would use the CT-50, firstly to clean porous surfaces like concrete, and also porous tile and grout and natural stone. It has ingredients in there that will tackle mold and mildew. It has an organic, what we call an organic solvent, citrus-based solvent, that's great degreaser. And then we also have enzymes that break down organic and oil-based products as well. So it packs this powerful 3-2-1 punch. So we can use it for restaurants, like commercial kitchens, anywhere where there's oil and grease. We want to really clean that grout, clean around the tile itself, and basically deep clean that porous surface. Outside, where we may have mold and mildew, pavers or concrete, where we want to clean that surface again before sealing it, that's another great application for the CT-50. Parking decks that have oil, petroleum based, and we want to scrub that surface and then pressure wash it off. CT-50, great application. Commercial and residential porous surfaces are all great areas where you can use the product. And as it comes in a concentrate, in a powder, you can add more powder if you want to make it heavier duty cleaner. You can add like 4 ounces to a gallon. If it's more day-to-day cleaning, just to keep up with the oil and grease, you could add 1 ounce per gallon. So from a typical pack of CT-50, you can get up to 12 gallons of cleaning solution. So it's very economical as well. So CT-50 has a shelf life. Really, it's about moisture. You don't want moisture getting into the product until you're ready to use it. And so we put a limit on 12 months, 18 months, I'm sorry, in case moisture can get in, and it will start to activate the cleaner, and it will lose its cleaning power at that point. So 18 months is a typical. Make sure that you keep it in a cool, dry place, and keep the container closed so moisture can't get into it. So the CT-50 is a powdered concentrate that you dilute with water, with warm water for the best results when you're ready to use the product. It comes in a concentrated powder form, and you can add up to 4 ounces of powder to every gallon of water. So in order to interact with other products, it just depends on what you're cleaning. If you're deep cleaning and there's a sealer on the surface, then I would start with a lower dilution, do a little test area, and make sure it has no impact. It's 100% soluble, it's environmental friendly, it's biodegradable, so it's not going to damage organic or plant life. But you do need to be just doing a test area to make sure it doesn't have an impact on a third-party sealer or coating before you use it. Steps in using the CT-50 are they're simple steps. It's a concentrated powder that you mix with warm water to get the best results. If you want a deep clean, you do like 4 ounces. If you're just general cleaning, then 1 ounce per gallon of warm water. The floor, I would sweep off any major dust or dirt. If it's caked in grease, then you may want to scrape some of that off first and then apply the cleaner. You can mop it onto the floor. You can use a pump-up sprayer and then scrub it into the surface, agitate the surface, let it sit for up to 15 minutes. Don't let it dry out. If it starts to dry out, add a bit more solution, and then rinse it off, extract it if you've got a wet vac, or rinse it off down the drain. It's 100% biodegradable. It won't harm aquatic life. It won't harm organic life. So as long as the product is washed away, it won't leave a residue on the surface. So what does CT-50 contain that makes it such an effective cleaner? It's actually made up of a blend of components that all help to provide a powerful cleaner. So we use high pH cleaning or what we call soluble salts in there that will whiten and bleach and break down dirt and grease. We have organic solvents in there, citrus-based solvents that also break down oil-based contaminants, and also provides a nice fragrance to it as well. So you can use it interior, closed areas, and not worry about there being a strong bleachy smell or chlorine smell. Thirdly, we have enzymes in there, and these enzymes, their job is to break down organic matter. So urine, feces, things like that. Again, very effective, mold and mildew. So we get this powerful punch. 1, 2, 3, the soluble salts, the organic solvent, and the enzymes that all work together to produce this powerful cleaner. A lot of advantages over the big box store or DIY consumer type products that are not as powerful, don't have the same cleaning power, and actually much more expensive. Keeping in mind that this product is a concentrate that you dilute your end with water, warm water, for the best results. So if customers use inferior products, the first thing they notice, it just doesn't have that effective cleaning power. You don't see the results very quickly. You typically have to use a lot more material, or you have to do it several times in order to produce the same amount of cleaning, of removal and breaking down of that dirt, grease, and oil contaminants. Odor is another thing. CT-50 has a very pleasant smell, so even though it's a very strong cleaner, it doesn't have like a bleachy smell or a chlorine smell, right? It's got a very nice citrusy, orangey odor that's very pleasant. You can use it inside the property without affecting the area. I would say the third thing is just in terms of the cost effectiveness. Right? You're going to be able to get between 3 and 12 gallons of cleaning solution out of one small pack of CT-50. That same amount of cleaning solution would cost you maybe 10 times as much money. So you're going to notice, if you like, a much less impact on your wallet or purse. So we often get asked what are the types of concrete cleaners that are out there that you can use. That's a very general question with no quick answer, but I'll try and break it down for you. We have acidic based cleaners, we have alkaline based cleaners, the neutral cleaners are in the middle, and then we have organic cleaners, microbial cleaners, and then lastly we have solvent type cleaners. Okay, the acid cleaners are good for cleaning rust stains, cement stains, salts that may get onto your surface. The alkaline are good for breaking down grease and cleaning dirt and whitening the concrete. Both of these products can impact the concrete surface itself, so you want to make sure that you do a little test area and just make sure they won't harm. For example, an acidic solution will etch. Yeah, an alkaline cleaner can also change the look, and if you have any sealers on that concrete, it can also dull those sealers. So always check on those before you use them extensively. Our neutral cleaners, something like our Gloss Clean, that is in the middle. It has a neutral pH, and we use that a lot on polished concrete, on sealed concrete, because again that won't impact the concrete itself, but will provide some cleaning action. Not as strong, as powerful as those alkaline and acidic, but for general day-to-day use, that's an excellent choice. Something like our Gloss Clean. High pH cleaner would be something like our CT-50, and our our low acidic cleaner would be something like our prep work or our pre-treat acidic cleaners. On the organic side, the microbial side, we have our Cover Clean HC and our FG. These are microbial cleaners that break down the oils and the contaminants. Very environmentally friendly, they're not aggressive, and they won't harm the concrete surface. But they do take longer to react or to remove the dirt, but they are very effective. So our FG for food grade, our HC for petroleum-based oils. And then lastly, we have these organic or solvent-based products that contain soy or citrus cleanings. These are solvent-based. We tend not to use solvent-based products in CoverTech because they really just thin out the contaminants, spread them out, as opposed to eliminate them. So we don't have those products in our line, but they are concrete cleaners that are available to you. So I know consumers sometimes, and even professionals, like to create their own cleaning chemical mix. And just some caution there, need to be careful, because when you mix chemicals together, you can create gases coming off, like chlorine gas, ammonium gas. All these things can be very harmful to you or people that are in the building. So need to be very careful about what chemicals you blend together. In terms of consistent cleaning power, something that's factory made, that's measured and quantified, is going to provide more consistent results than something that maybe is more homemade and components are arbitrary added together. I guess the third point I'd make about those cleaning chemicals, or the homemade cleaning chemicals, is just how effective they are in terms of deep cleaning. They won't necessarily have that same cleaning power as some of the chemicals and the elements that we put together, that are also environmentally friendly, by the way. We're manufacturing products that are biodegradable, low odor, that are easy to dispose of, but they're in measured quantities. They don't have that hazardous nature to them, and they are more consistent in terms of their cleaning power.